So far, we've only been introduced to 7 elements. But what if I say there are more than 7? There's a line on the loading screen that says, there are 7 elements found on Teyvat. But what about those outside of Teyvat? Keep in mind that Teyvat is only a continent, not the entire universe or planet itself. It was very possible that apart from the 7 elements that existed in Teyvat, there might be other elements that existed outside the continent. Let's talk about one that's been pretty obvious lately, which is light, or lumino. One of the things that can be evidenced is Enkanomia. Long time ago, the Enkanomia people prayed to God hoping to be saved from this place. Then, God of Time and Wind appears and teaches how to make Dainichi Makashi that emit light. During the 3 Realms Gateway offering event, we got a sigil called Light Realm Sigil. In Mondstadt, we get the Anemos Sigil. In Liyue, we get the Geos Sigil. And in Inazuma, we get the Electro Sigil. Hypothetically, we'll get sigils based on the elements that existed in that region. Another proof is during the final match of Traveler with Raiden. During this scene, you can see Traveler collecting different rays that represent different elements. This rays comes from the elements of the Inazuma people that the vision has been taken. Each element of vision is represented by its own color. And when we mix all the colors, we get white. This refers to the Elemental Specialist name card. It is written that light can refract into countless of colors. Since the name card hints that light reflects different colors, then it's heavily related to ether and lumen, which can obtain all 7 elements. My theory: ether and lumen originally had the element of light. Their names itself have the meaning of God of Light and Latin for light. According to the cutscene when we fought the unknown god, it looks like we have the power of light. Maybe in Teyvat, we collect all the elements so we can get our light power back. According to my theory, light itself cannot be an element, because light is a combination of elements. Instead, light is the nature of the elements. Next up is Chrono, or time. Mondstadt used to worship the god of time and wind in the past, but has been forgotten. The element of time is the foundation of moments. Without time, then history, tales, and moments will have no place to exist. One proof of the existence of God of Time in Mondstadt is the Thousand Winds Temple. Sundials also hinted us about the presence of the element of time. As it says, let's move on. A robo or dark elements have been found in the game several times. This dark element is most obvious during the Archon War, where God is killed, and when Kale is possessed by Archon residue. It's usually represented with dark black or purple aura. This dark element consumes bad things like anger, corruption, wrath, and revenge. One example is in Shao when he suffered from this dark element. In addition, some of the monsters on Yashiori Island has dark elements as well. I'm not so sure about this one, but it seems that Fatui's delusions have this element too. Because, we can see a black and purple aura when Scaramouche appears before us. The last element mentioned in the game is Chronos, or Void. Sumi mentions the 3rd realm related to Enkanomia, namely Void. This void also means the Abyss realm, which Sumi tells of coincides with 2 other realms to maintain the balance of Enkanomia. So, there might be a possibility that the element used by our Abyss siblings is Void. Maybe we'll see more of this element in the future since it's related to the Abyss. Lastly, elements that we still don't know the origin is belong to the Sustainer of Heavenly Principle. She can manipulate cubes by spawning them and eliminating them. And even in the cutscene during the Cataclysm, there is a lot of these cubes element. Maybe we will learn about this element in the future when dealing directly with Celestia. In addition to these elements, there are also so-called sub-elements. Examples of sub-element are dust and salt, which are part of Geo, and storms and blizzards are part of Cryo and Anemo. That's all the theories and lore that I can explain.